Hey y'all. I got it eventually. It showed up.
No, I'm trying to find the stream because Twitch changed how their app works.
Are you not following me?
There we go. I am, but they changed it so now you have to like swipe. You can't just look at a list.
Anyways. Hello everyone. And I'm waiting for the curtain to go.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the curtain to go too.
Happy Pride Month.
Why are we on a black screen?
Because it didn't fully load in, but that's not my fault. That's just how it is. I figured we could kick off a lovely Pride Month with the classic video that I don't even know if you've seen. You have to have.
Maybe?
Here. Is everybody ready? Should I share my screen, or are you okay with watching it in a delay?
Share your screen, because I can't hear the thing.
You make everything so complicated. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? We're singing very different parts of the song. Here. Is everybody watching now?
Yes.
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month. We are sashaying away with deals. This month at the Butter Shop, we're running a special deal. If you can prove that you're queer, you get 3 pints off your choice of creamed, chucked, or drowned butter. And if you do mouth stuff, you get 4. We love gay, and it's awesome. So come visit. And we also make candles now. Wouldn't a candle be nice for gay stuff? In the bedroom or just hanging out. Yeah, we wouldn't. Wouldn't your partner
This
want
is
butter
me forming
for
a
the
thought.
original meals made home? We've been making butter since 1945, and we've been accepting all people since the last 4 months. So yeah, we're gagging for you to come take a taste of Cecily's Butter Shop at Cecily's Butter Shop. My friend's mom, I think is gay, so we think it's cool. Turn it off, Willard.
Have you never seen that before?
I've never seen that.
That's what, whenever I say hi, gay, or happy Pride Month, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
If you do mouth stuff.
Honestly, that her speaking is me trying to form a thought.
That's me when I wake up.
When she just starts like 3 different sentences and then just says, hey.
Hey.
But yeah.
Turn it off, Willard.
Turn it off, Willard. But yeah. So it's Pride Month. Sorry. I figured this would be the perfect time to do our gay episode.
How the sudden music shift.
Because listen, I had to. It was, first of all, it wasn't real. And also, second of all, I think it was advertising something that was called a butter shop. And they do candles now. Cause you know. And when she was talking about wouldn't you like to have candles for your gay activities? And I'm thinking Sarah's apartment doesn't let her burn candles. No.
When they said that they were gonna like come do some stuff with the things, and I was like, let me hide the candles so they don't see it.
Oh yeah, you can finally see Sarah's nub. Yeah, let me turn this down and turn this up. Well, you know,
hoof.
I wouldn't call it a hoof, honestly. That's a bit too far, actually. Because it's not good enough to be a hoof. But anyways.
Wow.
So. I'm gay.
So am I.
By the way, I feel like, okay, I should preface this with, when I say gay, I refer to it in the sense of like how companies kind of refer to it, where I use it as a blanket term and it means everything.
When he says gay, he means queer. I say queer. What? Hold on.
What? When you say gay, I say queer? Is that what we're going into a chant?
You say gay, I say queer.
Gay, queer.
Like,
That's what people shouted at you when you walked down the halls in your high school. Gay, queer, gay, queer.
queer.
You know what? That would have been more friendly than what would have happened at my high school.
Oh, I bet.
What are you talking? What candle are you talking about, Faye? Electric melting candle? What?
I know what she's talking about. My boss has one.
Do not.
It's just it's basically a lamp that just heats up a candle, and then it melts it, and then you get the smell of it without burning anything.
Isn't that essentially just melting wax, though? That's not a candle.
Yes.
Because a candle, I think a candle specifically has to have a wick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a candle technically. It's a wax melter.
Hear that, Faye? You're wrong.
But I knew what she was talking about at least.
I know those candles where they're, I don't know if it's sand or if it's like wax beads or something, where it melts.
Sand.
It only, well, how would it burn anything in the thing then? Because like it melts stuff around it, but when it tips over, nothing happens. I don't know.
I don't know the science.
We don't know science. We're gay. That's what happens. But anyways.
I mean, okay.
That's candles are not inherently gay. I don't think so.
Well, hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? What are you gonna look up that's gonna prove that candles are gay?
No, the first thing that came up was, is it gay for men to light candles?
No, because that just has to do with like smelling something nice.
This candle was handmade by a gay man.
I mean, hobbies. That's something that I can very specifically say is a gay thing.
Botanica candle.
Botanica?
That's what it says. Fuck it, I'm gay, Tonka. From Virgins on Fire Candle Company.
Okay. I'm gonna make you smaller.
Gay scented candles.
There we go.
What do they consider gay scent?
Well, there's that Gwyneth Paltrow one.
Well, I'll never know.
I kind of want to know what her vagina supposedly smells like.
As someone who has a vagina, I can tell you not good.
That's the thing. It has to be marketable as a candle.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone who enjoys the smell of a natural vagina.
I've made a mistake.
What mistake did you make?
I can't
Talking
tell.
about vaginas or
no,
what?
No, that's not it. Something's happening. Don't listen. The scuff is. Oh, hold on, wait.
What is happening? Why am I floating? What is going on?
I'm trying to fix you, but for some reason when I move you, it moves me. I don't understand. Okay. Here. Let me lock you down. Nope. It's not letting me just move you.
She was a fairy.
I'm so confused. You're growing taller. And now we're not even there. Where did we go? Okay, just... Okay.
Hey, Shinny.
I'm not gonna mess with it anymore, because clearly it doesn't want to be messed with. And that's gay. So, let's talk about gay, Sarah.
Okay.
Go on.
What about it? Which part?
Well, what would you divide it into?
Isn't like the point not to divide it? Isn't part of it to like not cause separation?
That's the thing I always found very weird about it. Like the fact that it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy of questionable judgment, which I guess is also is indicative of like a thought process of a normal person in the community. But like it's all encompassing, and yet it's also not, because technically speaking, I think we've come up with a lot of terms specifically to try and help define stuff, so that we specifically know what everything is. Because I feel like for a long time, because it wasn't a open topic subject, that people didn't talk about it, and that led to there being less and less infrastructure set up.
From what I've seen, when you try to separate stuff, that breeds hate.
That's not true. If you separate me and you, I take a vacation.
I get sad.
That's not true. We lived a life apart before.
That was a rough year, man.
That was more than a year. I think it was more than a year.
What we're saying is that I value Quiz more than he values me.
More like Sarah can get on my nerves very easily.
I get on
solely
everyone's nerves
dependent
easily.
on things that come out of her mouth. Like,
I get on everyone's nerves easily, including my own.
and that's
Imagine
game.
living with me.
Well, you already live with yourself every day.
Exactly. And I can't take a vacation for myself.
And that's pride.
What is it?
In a nutshell, that's pride. So,
Is taking a vacation from yourself or not taking a vacation from yourself? What?
up to interpretation. Like the colors of the rainbow. And speaking of the colors of the rainbow, have any of you, because, you know, some people go out into the world other than me occasionally, but I have in fact been out in the world recently, seen the shops with their Pride setups? Because I know Target loves a good one.
Have you seen Target's lineup?
I try not to look at it. I think I've seen people review it because, you know,
I've only
actual
seen
gay people reviewing it.
I've only seen people reviewing it, and it gets funnier every year.
It changes every year, though. I feel like sometimes they almost don't miss the mark, and they make like something that doesn't look that bad, and then you get like a rainbow onesie, and there's no in between. But yeah,
Love their horrendous shit.
you know what? I feel like that would be a perfect thing to do right now.
Look at Target's lineup.
Let's go to Target.com and let me find the gay stuff. Are you still seeing this, by the way?
I am, yeah.
Okay, good.
The stream isn't, but I am.
I know. Celebrate Pride. Hello, honey. That
Hello,
wasn't
honey.
just me saying that to Sarah. That's not how I just say hi to Sarah. Here, let me.
Not sponsored by Target.
Ta-da.
We're too gay for Target. Target might have a Pride section, but that does not mean they support us.
Here's the issue. We are very much in front of it. I feel like last time I did this, we all moved into bad positions. Here's what I'll do. You can see Sarah's hoof in full effect here.
Apparently they're having video issues. I wonder if it's because you're trying to share screens or stuff.
It could be. You never know. But that's okay.
My stream's pausing a lot too.
Everything's fine. Maybe
What are you? How are you breaking things?
I'm not doing anything. This just happens every now and again. Well, while they're having issues, I can move us all around. You say it's my fault, but at the same time, it's not like you're volunteering to stream this stuff.
Well, you know I physically can't.
Yeah, that's on you.
No, it's on the job that just laid me off.
Why can I not move you without everything going badly?
Because I don't like being moved.
I can tell.
You don't. It's like how when you have a small dog.
Where is this gonna go?
When you pick up a small dog, they don't like being picked up.
Uh-huh.
But you gotta move them somehow. I'm the small dog.
I'm so confused at what is happening right now. Okay, I think I hit a happy medium. I really need to fix your thing eventually. That's where this is going. There. Whether or not you can actually see it or not, different demon. Is it still not loading for people?
No, it seems to have caught up a little bit. I think it was the process of you trying to put it in the background that was just making everything lag.
I can't tell. See, that's the thing. Streaming at this time, it's sometimes good, sometimes bad. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Maybe bad.
And that has to do with my internet, sadly. And I can't fix that because I'm gay.
I mean, your sister's also streaming right now too, her friend, so.
You know, funnily enough, that's not always the issue, even though she is very much an issue a lot of the time. Here, let me show you my shader filter. And I was like, I had this, but it turns out I didn't have it. Anyways, well, I will record now because I forgot to start recording before, so we'll see all the fun delays. And worst case scenario, we can go through it together, and this can be a separate video. So, celebrate Pride Month. This is definitely a way to shop. Why do they have outdoors and stationary? There's a tent. Why is this gay? Why is this car gay?
Oh, click on it, click on it, click on it, click on it. I know what this is. I know what this is.
Car, featherly bird, friend accessory. What?
Scroll down. Does it have the bird? It does have the bird.
What is?
I don't know what this bird is, but people are obsessed with this bird. They did a drag bird last year.
The only thing I can think of, this reminds me of like maybe Tu Wong Fu, but I have no clue.
Wait, no, scroll down more, scroll down more, scroll down more. Look at all the bird.
Why are there so many birds? Is this their new thing?
I guess. I have no idea.
Oh look, frequently bought together. Why do you buy a charcuterie board with it? Oh, that's how you know you've become gay. When you buy a bird car and a charcuterie board. Oh dear God. This is depressing, but it's fine. Okay. No, it looks just as bad. I think it's just my internet. It doesn't help that there's.
Do you have any idea why?
It doesn't help that there's multiple people on the network, and the fact that it's Spectrum of all things. That I can't help.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
So as sad as it is, this is technically the only thing we have going. Unless you would like to take up the streaming gambit.
I've already uninstalled Streamlabs, man. I need the space.
Well, I have OBS, not Streamlabs, first of all.
I think I uninstalled that too.
That's on you. That's on you.
I wasn't expecting to have to stream, so.
We're back, but I can't say we're better. In fact, I have no clue how bad it is. Don't get excited. It's not a promise.
Don't get your hopes up, man.
I cannot promise how good this is gonna be, and if you're going to be frozen on another bird, like. But it's fine. Worst case scenario, I can stitch together a lovely highlight melody of whatever the hell is seen by you guys. Anyways, let's look at stuff, shall we? We've already seen the bird and a lot of rainbow stuff. I want you to tell me right now, would you wear any of this stuff?
Thing I would wear, but you haven't come across it yet. I like the cups. I do like the little ombre cups that there are. They're cute.
Well, there's a way to make something that's gay without it having to have every actual color in the rainbow, because call me a hater, but I feel like a rainbow can look very tacky very easily.
No, you're right, but I like the tackiness. Like, I like those little striped shorts and everything. I think those are cute in my opinion.
But also this,
but
like,
also don't take fashion advice from me, you know what I mean?
I mean, also this is like, there's more birds.
Equality.
There's more birds. Oh god. I mean, okay. I think the bag is interesting. It doesn't have all
Keep in mind, I'm on a
colors.
delay, so I don't know exactly what you're looking at the moment.
Also, how see, they're only calling this portable outdoor folding camp chair, which again, very specific thing to have for a Pride collection. Gay.
Also summer.
Because someone sharded a rainbow on it and like went up the thing. How is this? Hold on. It just says tired and gay, I'm pretty sure. You know,
That is the thing that I would wear.
to be fair, here's the thing. I think this is closer to a you can make it gay without making it all rainbow, but at the same time, I don't think I'm ever gonna be happy with companies, because I'm like, this is both mildly gay but also somehow not gay enough. And so it's because it's a nightgown that they put this on. Like, I don't know, man. Pride collections are just love loud. Actually, no. I would like you to not love loudly in my vicinity.
Quietly, please.
I
Actually,
would like you to stick to your own place. Sarah already hears people loving above her apartment. Look, a lovely Pride adult long sleeve reversible robe. What makes this Pride? It's blue, pink, and yellow.
Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, that could be trans.
But wouldn't that, first of all, that would be a lighter blue, wouldn't it? And then it would be like just blue, pinks, and whites. I can't
see it yet.
And would it be blue, pinks, and whites? Cause I don't know. This looks like those marshmallows, essentially. Those flavored marshmallows that they would put, but in bathrobe form. I don't get it. 1 out of 10.
I'm looking up the stuff.
And then they're just calling these Pride sunglasses because it has a rainbow on it. You know, okay.
Listen, that's all they can do,
It is
man.
Target, Mikey, and I'm upset because what is this? What is this? Oh no. It's loading poorly. This is just the front page. It sent me to the front page. It didn't want me to see. What? What is the Oasis Beach Club?
The little drinkware. I think those little drinkware cups are cute.
Oh. How big are they though? It says 14 ounces. As I cough away.
Like, that's not big, but it also is not like too small either.
I don't know.
Like, I love the trans flag, not only because I am trans, but also just because I love the colors. They're like my favorite color combos.
That's the only thing. That cup is the only thing that I've seen that actually has the proper colors of it. Like, everything else that I've seen does not. It either has a full rainbow.
A lot of the dog toys are pretty.
That's nice. Another love loud sign. Please God. Imagine this is a novelty light that you could put. Imagine putting that like above your bed, like a love loud sign.
Oh, they have the Pride alcohol.
What do you mean Pride alcohol?
Because they like a few
What is with
wine
these birds?
companies.
Okay, that's not Pride. Okay. I swear to God.
Oh, did you see what the charcuterie board says?
It's giving charcuterie.
It's giving charcuterie.
Okay, we're gonna go away from that now because I don't think we should be looking at it anymore. That, you know, see, this is why I'm upset.
I think the birds are a slam dunk. Look up the drag bird from last year.
I have to.
Yes. I think it's called like Featherly or Friend or something like that.
Target drag bird. Spritz? La Bird? This is a listing on eBay. Is this what you're referring to? Why does the bird have cleavage? And why is it selling for like $200?
Because they're like collectibles.
She is in the exact condition she was in when I bought her home. No, brought her home from Target with her original tag and metal nameplate. She has a nameplate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
This is a one of a kind drag bird, man.
Well, it's not one of a kind because there's 3 of them.
Well.
God.
And it received
Pride
backlash
collection.
because it's a drag queen. Oh my god.
It's a bird, first of all. Let me. Ooh, Disney Pride collection. I hate it.
You're not showing
here.
your screen anymore, by the way.
Yes, I am. It's here. How dare you?
Not on stream. It's not.
It is on
There it is.
mine.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, I mean, you know what? Funnily enough, I don't mind it. This kind of reminds me of like Daft Punk. But like,
It's delayed again on yours.
oh, you'll see it. You'll see it eventually. And it's only $15 because it's so small. I don't know why Star Wars needs a Pride collection, but they have one.
You either need to share your screen or send me what you're looking at, because I don't know what you're looking at. And yours the stream is just now looking at the bird.
It's not delayed.
Yes.
Oh no. Well, what is this? Disney
Let me
Pride mouse icon. Ooh, I found something that you won't like. Here, everybody, let's look at this terrifying thing that Sarah is totally okay with, but it has rainbows on it, so you know what, that might make it better.
Is it a spider?
No! What gave you that idea? It's from Disney.
I don't want a gay spider.
All spiders are gay. Fight me.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is. Oh, look. Once again, we have just rainbows. Oh, this is nice. This pair of underwear is just covered in mushrooms. Hashtag Pride. We love to see it. I mean, I don't. Oh, look.
Are you looking at the mini spider bot?
Rainbow dog cookies. Well, now I'm on Kohl's.
Now you're moving too fast.
Oh, look. There's just a queer sign and next to a rainbow tutu. Oh, look. there's a big and tall Zelda Pride crest. Why is this on the Kohl's website?
Where? What are you? Where?
I looked up Pride collections. I went to the Kohl's website and there is a Zelda rainbow Pride shirt. Cause you know. It's something. There's a Deadpool one. Oh, look.
I see the tutu you're talking about. But I don't see
it's on the second page. There's a tie-dye trans flag colored.
trans flag.
See, that looks nice with the pastels.
Oh, there's the Deadpool
Yeah.
one. A Batman one.
There's oh no, I've just found one of the ugliest things. I have in fact found one of the ugliest things.
I'm looking at an ugly thing right now.
This is something you would wear.
Is it the rainbow suit?
Yes, it is. This is something you would wear.
I would.
Oh my gosh. And why does it say it's summer suit and is it summer because it's shorts instead of pants and shorts? Oh god. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Oh, there's a Yoshi one.
It makes me irrationally upset. There's SpongeBob too. And Coke. Also, I love that the Yoshi says fearless. Like, you should be scared, Yoshi. Mario's gonna drop you into a ravine.
Why are there so many Pride dog toys?
Because if there's one thing that Pride couples love, and by Pride couples I mean any kind of gay, I almost said child gay couple. See, this is me having that moment where I start different sentences and then say, hey.
Hey.
But no, gay couples love getting pets. Are you kidding me?
I almost didn't hear pets.
Well, they love getting that. Oh, look, this says big gay energy, but it's in a horrible yellow color. Oh.
There's a bucket hat that says, let's get one thing straight, I'm not.
Yeah, that's about... Gay, awesome, and super cuddly. Oh no, that's another thing you would wear. Oh god.
There's one that just says yes.
And then why is this a Superman in front of a rainbow flag? I don't think he is gay. Oh my gosh. I don't even
There's
know.
Batwoman in front of there's Batman in front of a flag too.
And then there's just a Care Bear. Just a Care Bear, you know? Oh god. Oh, more underwear. That's nice. You know, I question. Also, this just isn't good design. It's just a white t-shirt with a sticker on it.
Oh my god, I found another thing I would wear. I don't know if you pointed this out yet.
Is it the suspenders with the bow tie? God.
Absolutely. Oh, I would have a full set. Are you kidding?
Oh my lord. There's Pride Bingo. And then all of the alcohol again. What? You're invited to what? To what? Do people have Pride parties? I'm confused. Again with the superheroes. I don't understand. I think just naturally speaking, it's very hard to market something as gay and also aesthetically pleasing. Because it specifically just has to do with like colors and design. Because I feel like the minute they start using terminology, like the shirt that just says yes, I feel like that's when it starts getting worse. Oh dear god.
Corgi one is kind of cute.
There's a lot of ones for children too. It's like children and dogs. They're like
yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, that looks...
Why are there so many... Why are they just coding Superman as gay?
I don't know. Is he...
Like
Is Superman
maybe it's Superman...
gay?
Maybe it's Superman and Batman specifically together.
Announced that the new Superman... Who's the new Superman, though? He's bisexual. The new one, apparently.
Like the actor or the actual character?
Well, it's showing him kissing someone in a comic book, so...
Ah, I see.
This was in 2021. Did Superman kiss a man? Did Superman have a boyfriend? Wow. Why is Superman bisexual now? Oh no. I'm confused. Hold on. Who's Jay Nakamura? I don't know who any of these people are. Hide, where are you? Hide's gone. He doesn't tell me about anything. But I'm assuming that's someone else. Another person, like Hero, I don't know.
Oh my god, there's more suspenders.
But apparently, you know what? He's bisexual now.
Go to the last page of the... Go to the last page.
I did. I saw this
You
stuff.
see those ugly pant. Oh, I want them for work, actually.
Which ugly pants?
All of them, actually. All of them are ugly as a sin.
I'm on the last page, but I just see a bunch of flags in the full-length suit. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm on the 7 out of 8.
They also have bisexual suspenders.
You know, the more colors they add, the worse it looks, actually.
I love it. It's so bad.
Why? Who? Why do they think it's a good idea? I don't understand.
Oh, I love it. I love it a lot, actually. Coles, you win.
No, I wouldn't say that's true. I would say you're teetering on things. I'll do one more. I'll find one more. Let me look. Oh, look, Xbox. No. What's Kiss USA? I don't even know. Mariah Carey official online store.
Does she have a Pride collection?
She does have something related to Pride. I think that's what we should go. Oh, you know what? See, this is exactly what I would imagine a gay person wearing, though. This shirt exactly. This rainbow photo tee with just her on it with a rainbow and it says Mariah. I feel like that is peak gay apparel.
that is actually.
This is what they need to do.
As well as the fan that just says shade.
Oh my gosh. Oh look, they have crop tops that say obsessed. How nice. See, this is how you do it, Target.
Wait,
Take
hold on,
notes.
the Mariah rainbow body tee. That's
I see a rainbow aura, rainbow sky tee. What body are you talking about? Oh yeah. See, I would just wear that, like to the beach. This would be my swimwear, honestly. Cause you know, when else am I gonna look this good?
Yeah, mood.
See,
even the signature at the bottom too, like
Target,
wow.
Kohl's, take notes. This is what you do. You just put Mariah Carey's name on it and put her there.
You find who the gays adore. And you
I feel like we have a lot of targets. Like,
we do.
So it's not that hard to find them. Oh god, now I'm just on Google. The Satanic Temple. Ooh? Excuse me? Please don't tell me. Hold on. The Satanic Temple is the only satanic religious organization recognized as a church by the IRS and the federal court system, and they have a Pride collection. I'm scared.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no. Tell me it looks something.
They have just one that says Hail Satan.
They do. And prayer candles. That's nice.
Oh, how cute.
You know, sadly, Church of Satan.
Can you imagine if you rolled up to?
Can
you imagine if you rolled up to Grammys wearing this?
No.
I think she would start chanting.
Chanting? Oh look, they have scented candles too. Saffron and tobacco. Cedar and leather. See? Bonfire. I don't want bonfire. I would want. Ooh, but they have one with a holographic logo.
Ooh.
See,
that's clove.
I don't know. No, they have another one.
That's lavender.
It's lavender. That's the thing, though. I don't think I would like any of these smells.
What is? I mean, there's a violet one. What does the trans one smell like? I need to know. White tea. Okay, there's a black rose one.
White tea and black rose.
I would choose the black rose over that. Satan has some disappointing smells.
Satan just doesn't have as many things as you would think he would for Pride Month.
You think? I mean,
Block Origin. I'm trying to say there's gonna be pop-ups on his website, and me going to michaels.com. Oh, look at this little boy. This has nothing to do with Pride Month, but I love him.
Hold on, what?
He's a 6.5 foot T-Rex terror sprinkler. He just sprays water out of his mouth. I love him. See, this is what I want for Pride Month. A big dinosaur.
Dinosaurs?
A big dinosaur. Okay, here. We're gonna try and fix everything now, shall we? Here's the table again. Oh god, let me see if I can get me back up. So, anyways, now that we've gone on a lovely dysfunctional deep dive, I'm just gonna put myself there. You still haven't been to like a parade yet, have you?
Never been to a pride parade.
I feel like
I want to go.
The thing is,
but also with all the threats, I'm a little scared now.
it's like, I think it would be cool to go, but at the same time, first of all, with where we live and the time of year that Pride is, it's hot as hell.
It's hot as balls.
Second of all, it's probably gonna be somewhere in the Orlando area, so it's gonna be crowded as hell.
It's gonna be crowded as hell. It's gonna be hot as balls. It's gonna.
And then you know what I'm thinking? Like any and all of the drag queens that are in it are already going to be dying. So like,
yeah, it's just.
I don't know. See.
And I don't know if I would trust a Florida Pride parade.
I don't even.
For a few reasons.
I don't know if I trust any Pride parade, but that's just because I'm scared of what I'm gonna see at it. Not the gay part, but other things. Like, I feel like the gay part is what I'm expecting to see.
My friend went to a Pride parade yesterday, and they like bought some stickers and some earrings and everything, and they had a lot of fun.
I feel like it has the same. Okay, here's what I want. I want a Pride Convention Center event, because then at least it's air conditioned and people can set up shops, or shots too. Honestly, that's in the green room.
Yeah.
Faye, I would say not all gays are witches, but all witches are definitely gay to some extent.
Oh, absolutely.
Sarah just fell over.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust myself in my chair. It's not as easy as you think without me accidentally, because I'm in Anna's chair.
Oh yeah.
So I might, if I accidentally go too far, I just end up sending the thing forward, the footrest forward, and then it'll knock over where my laptop is, and I don't want that.
Well, see, okay. Here's my question. In all of your years of being gay, hi gay.
Hi, fellow gay.
What would you say has been the best and the worst experience thus far?
Worst experience was me coming to terms that I was gay and having a panic attack at my counselors, and my school.
You did it at your counselors?
In school guidance counselors.
Yeah, but that happened there?
Yes.
Wow.
It happened there. I literally remember coming to terms with the fact that I like this girl, and I was like trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with me. And I went to my guidance counselor. I was like, I need to talk to my guidance counselor. And they're like, okay, they can talk to you during this period. And so I was like freaking out until that time, and I went to and then I just bawled out my eyes, saying like,
wow.
I think I like girls and everything. And they're like, I don't even remember what they said, frankly.
You were blacking out at that point.
I was just bawling, because it's like, how do you explain like why you're crying? And then I went back and I was feeling good, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I feel great.
Meanwhile, like you sobbing while you're saying it, walking down, people shouting gay queer at you. Oh my gosh. You know what's sad? Oh my gosh. I think the whole reason that I even came to terms with being gay was because of a Shane Dawson video.
Oh no.
I think it was straight up when he posted his video about him coming out. That's, I think, when I came to terms with it. Because obviously I feel like you know things before you know things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I knew, but it's not exactly the same as like accepting what you know.
Oh yeah, I mean that was me with One Piece, because I would just keep staring at the girl's boobs, and I was like, why do I keep doing this?
Wow.
But there was also a time, so I watched a lot of, I watched a lot of Yogg's cast.
Yes.
Part of the Yogg's cast were this duo called Rithian and Zoe Pro as heck.
Sure.
Zoe has now come out as lesbian and trans, and we love her, and I loved her even back then. But there was a lot of stuff because this was back when I think I was in middle school, and actually no, it's probably in elementary school, because 7th grade middle school is when I had my entire gay realization. And I remember leaving a comment when they were talking about like her being gay and everything, and I remember leaving a comment saying, don't let these comments get to you. Whether you're like, we know you're not gay, but even if you were, we would still love you. And now I'm looking back on it, I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with me?
Well, it was.
And there was also a time I did an ask, like I did like on Wattpad, I did like one of those ask books. And it was like, what are your thoughts on Yuri Yaoi? And I'm like, I'm not really into it, but I'm not against it either. And I'm like, you didn't even really know.
Yeah, I feel like you don't know until you like get into one specific fic or something, and then once you read that, you're like, oh, Faye knows. But that's because that's all Faye reads. And so, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I ever left any kind of digital footprint in that sense. The most it would be from memory would be like what I thought at the time. But even then, I'm not sure. I don't know if I ever really thought that much about it until like middle school, high school, which I guess is when a lot of people think about it. But you know, I've heard some people say that they knew like ever since they were little. And that amazes me because I'm like, I don't even know what I don't think I was thinking when I was that little. So I don't know how people could know. But maybe some people just have like better self-awareness or something. But that's the funny part. I always had like in elementary school and even before elementary school, like in kindergarten, preschool, I would be surrounded by girls that would like me, and I would have like these fake little girlfriends, and I'm wondering now.
In a closet?
What, in a closet? Excuse me?
Did they not? Wasn't there a girl who kissed you in a closet?
Yes, but that was in elementary school. That was a whole. But my question is, I wonder if that had anything to do with how my personality was. Because obviously, I feel like, you know, I'm not a very hard to guess gay person. I feel like that's a very easy thing to assume, which I still find funny to this day, because I remember one time in high school I had this friend, her name was Emily, and I was talking with one of my other friends at the time, and I think we had made a joke or something because someone had said something along the lines of like a gay joke, and my other friend looked at me with a look and we both started laughing. And then this friend, Emily, she was like, oh my gosh, are you? And then she like looked around like in a comical way, like someone was gonna spy on us. And then she leaned in and said, bye. And at this point in high school, I still acted this way, so it should not have been a surprise that I was any kind of on the homosexual spectrum. And then she literally was like, I don't know, I was just trying to be nice and ask about it because I didn't know. And I was like, you know what, Emily, it's fine. I'm gay. I thought you would have known at this point. But then again, she was a little ditzy, so it makes sense. She was like the epitome of what you'd think of as a cheerleader, but at our school specifically. But yeah, it was funny. Have you ever had any moments where people did something along those lines? Like, have you ever had anyone like confront you about like, what are you? Because I've had that a lot of times.
No.
Do you think it's because like you quote unquote could be passing or something?
Oh, I absolutely pass is the thing. No one ever actually. I've had moments where I confronted people about it because like they've said something and I'm like, no, you don't say that in my presence.
In my presence.
I did that to my band director once, where because he used to make a lot of specific comments, I guess we'll call them, about gender and everything like that, and like picking your gender and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my crush at the time and also my best friend at the time is a trans man. And so I was like, he made a comment once in a period that he was in, but I wasn't in. And I was about ready to march up to my teacher and be like, what the fuck are you saying? But when I got promoted to lieutenant of the band and we had one of our officer meetings, he was making one of those comments again, and I said, be careful. You're sitting with someone who's non-binary. And he later came to me and apologized, and I was like, it's not okay, but I appreciate the apology. And I was also sitting with someone who is a very big conservative and has said a lot of shit, who I do not like. So I could tell she was over, but I was also like, I don't care. This is my senior year. I'm not gonna leave this band worse than when I came in.
Well, that's the funny part. In that same vein, obviously, because my high school was the fun Christian private school, and I would go to like events with all of these kids and stuff. If we were, but because I was the exact same way that I am now. It was very blatantly obvious that I was gay in high school. So when I would go to these events and stuff, and I specifically remember if they would ever make comments or something, like some of them, I feel like a lot of the kids, especially some of the older ones that were becoming seniors, specifically probably more female leaning, I would say, were much more open-minded in the sense of they didn't care about any of that stuff. But obviously then you get to like the cishet white men that are like saying stuff. And so I remember there's this one kid, I think it was Luke, it was either Luke or it was Matthew, both of which biblical names. But it was either Luke or Matthew. And I remember we were at, because they were both in my house, that's why we were at a Augustine party. And so we were just sitting down, and I remember, I think it had to have been Matthew because of how he speaks. And he said something along the lines of, I just don't understand how people can participate in something that is so apparently wrong and against the word of God. And I remember a bunch of the girls that were sitting around looked over at me, and I swear I wanted to say something along the lines of, ooh, we don't want to say that, because I feel like he was the only one in this room that was not on the same page as everyone else. But I was the main one that was the gay one in the room, so I felt like it would have been funny if I said it. But yeah. And you'd always hear crazy stuff out of a bunch of the guys too, like the whole "I would never marry two fags when I become a preacher."
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was coming out of chapel. And I was like, well, I know who I'm not going to if I ever have a wedding. But yeah, it was just, you hear a lot of stuff just walking around or just random conversations, because they were also very, because they loved cultivating at that school like debate and stuff, you would often hear all of these topics, and then people would like quote unquote play the devil's advocate, but the devil's advocate is like, you know, advocating for gay rights or something,
you know, the devil.
And it's like, you know what, sure, might as well be, at least Satan has scented candles for me. Even if they're not smells I like, but it's fine, it's the thought that counts. But yeah,
there's a lot of gays that need to be catered to, okay?
It's true. That's the other thing, witchy stuff, the gays are all up in it. Like,
yeah, true. It's true.
That's why I feel like a bunch of not just gay people, but I feel like I think it just has to do with maybe even feminine energy. I don't know. But I feel like there's just a lot of people that are drawn in by like the crystals, the tarot reading, the mysticism of it all. Because it's just fun. That's why I have the tarot.
I'm looking up LGBT stereotypes. I want to see. Why is the first thing that says murder and violence?
I mean, not a stereotype if it's true.
It says in general, media and murder and violence are the two things.
That's the funny part. I would say typically, if anything, people always end up saying that gay stuff just pollutes their young with these ideas of grandeur.
The bisexual stereotypes, indecision and promiscuity.
Oh yeah, because people think they're sleeping around with everyone.
Gay men. Appearance and mannerisms. With a lisp or a feminine speaking. Yeah. Sex and relationships. Sex and drugs. Oh, bad things.
To be fair, I feel like there's a lot of, not commonalities, what is it? There's a lot of trends within each community, though, that I feel like start fueling these stereotypes. I.e., like the typical gay man that you think of like similar to me, in the sense of like being super feminine, talking like this, and being like, I never went to Uvu Java, like, you know. But the thing is, I feel like there is enough of people, just people in general, like that, and some of which that I've literally met that acted very similar to that, and they were not gay. They were literally straight. So I don't know. I feel like it's just associated with trends that people see.
Yeah, no, it is. Like, especially on the edge of the internet, you're gonna get a lot. If something gets popular, a lot of people start quoting it. And it can just infect how they act.
And that's why people quote me all the time. And that's why we quote Shenny.
True. Gems, you know?
What is she if not a gay icon? I want to make a t-shirt with Shenny on it. But I don't think I can make it and order it and make it get here fast enough before she comes.
I was like saying you should make it and everything, and then we all just wear it when she gets here.
Oh, I have a different question. Okay. Do you think, have you ever met someone where your gaydar was going off and you never like asked them necessarily, or not directly or anything, but if you like ever brought things up just to see what their thoughts on it were, and they like were vehemently against it and or like denying it? Have you ever had those people that you're like, I feel like you have some things to come to terms with?
Can only really think of one at the top.
Because I have one main one too.
Can only think of one, and she was an old friend from Tumblr. And we would role play and everything, and she was Catholic. She might still be, I don't know. But she was very transphobic. Is the thing. But then, and she also didn't like role playing like gay stuff, like even a gay relationship.
Sure.
And I was very much discovering myself in all of this, so I was like, yeah, my character's gay. This character's trans, yada yada yada. And we eventually stopped talking, and I kind of think of it as a dodge bullet, but a part of me is like, I wonder.
It could have been some kind of like internalized transphobia. I feel like that's a major thing that a bunch of people, especially people that come from religious families, like that compounds, because that was one of the main reasons why it was such like an emotional thing. I don't know if it was the same for you, but it was such an emotional thing, like coming to terms with it with yourself, not even trying to talk about it with other people. Because then you start thinking about like, well, is this wrong? I don't want to be an abomination, because that's like stuff that's been baked into you.
Yeah, it's one thing for you, because I feel like the difference between the stigma between being a gay man versus being like a lesbian or something, I think is a bit different. I feel like it's harsher towards gay men in this regard. But then also for like me, my mom was always like, oh, when you're a mother, when you're gonna have children and everything like that, and I'm like, well, what if I marry a girl? Like, what happens then?
What about my fur babies?
Yeah, it was more like I don't want to be a disappointment in that regard, rather than, oh, they're not gonna accept me because I like girls or something like that.
Well, also, especially from what I've noticed specifically with my experience and how I've seen the male reaction, essentially, you will get a lot of this.
Don't
Funnily
flirt with
enough,
me or like that.
kind of, but like similar in the sense of like how there's gay stereotypes, the stereotypes of like straight men, you'll get them along the lines of, because it's not up to par of what masculinity has been shown as through media and society as a depiction, that's what makes them not like you more. Even if like you clearly want nothing to do with them, they don't like the fact that you exist, because technically speaking that kind of challenges the entire precipice of possibly what they created their personality to be modeled after.
Because then the expectations for them might change.
Not even that, it's like just the expectations in general, because they think that automatically that because there's something different, that's gonna make the new normal change, possibly. Or
And
that,
they're very comfortable in their normal.
and like it makes absolutely no sense, because I can almost guarantee you it's never gonna change. As someone that has seen both my people and your people, it's never gonna change. We're always gonna be some kind of outlier. It's just a matter of we've been outliers for a long enough time that we can now recognize each other and like be like, you know what, we're outliers together.
And it also is just like a sense that their idea of masculinity too is just so skewed in its own way, simply because I follow a lot of drag queens on Instagram.
Makes sense.
One of the drag queens that I follow does a lot of lumberjack stuff, and so he will, even like in drag and outside of drag, he will dress up and like in a dress and full makeup and everything and in a wig, and then show off his incredible strength of just like chopping logs and trees down.
Sure.
And people keep like saying, oh you're not masculine. It's like, what do you want? He's doing more physical work than you probably do in a year.
That's
like,
the thing. Androgyny freaks people out.
It does, and it's so weird.
Because I think to a certain extent, it's kind of like they see parts in whatever this person looks like that they are actually attracted to, whether it's because they think it's hot or they want to be like that. And that's what freaks them out, because then there's other parts that are completely contrasting with it, or like that are so in the middle you can't tell anything, and so they don't find like some kind of gender to associate it with in their mind.
People have a very much all or nothing mentality when it comes to it, and that's kind of, I think, what they need to be educated on in that sense, is that it's like, if I want to be this, I have to be all this. It's like, no, you don't. No. You don't.
Also, I'm
like,
sorry,
no one's
Mikey.
going to tell you. What?
he's
sorry,
been
Mikey.
ignored. There's a big delay, dude.
There's a big delay.
I
Yeah.
cannot control the delay, sadly. It's a miracle the stream's even happening currently.
Yeah.
I don't know what a crystal girl is, though.
I know what a crystal girl is.
What's a crystal girl?
It's a girl who really likes crystals. I
don't think that's what he's
talking.
talking about. Because I think this was in relation to me talking about, is there someone you've met that gave you energy but was vehemently against it?
I think he misspelled crystal. I'm pretty sure. What is a crystal girl?
I am a crystal girl.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure it's just a girl who likes crystals.
I don't know. I feel like that's okay. Well, so the friend that I was talking about before, I used to know him in high school and technically in middle school for the first year, and we were friends for a decent amount of time. He eventually went away, but he, similar to me personality wise, he was very similar to me personality wise, but that wasn't the only reason why I had inklings that he might be, you know, spicy. It was also how the things that he talked about and how he talked about them, because looking back at it now, I feel like I had the same mentality when I was more in denial about me being gay. And so I felt like I saw kind of myself in that sentiment. And that's what made me more inclined to think that he could be sorting through some things. Because I definitely think before like I officially came to terms with it myself, I was probably along the lines of like, no, absolutely not. I'm not gay. What are you talking about? I've had girlfriends, you know, in elementary school. I've had girlfriends. I've had all these experiences. I like girls. And it's like, do you? Do you really though? Like, what do you think liking is? But yeah.
Yeah, I remember my first girlfriend, before she was my girlfriend, she was my first blatant girl crush. I'll say, because I've definitely had other girl crushes.
Sure.
But like, do you remember like in elementary school, it's like, do you have a crush on anyone? Do you have a crush on anyone?
Yeah.
Like any boys you like, or I guess in your case, any girls you like? And I'm like, yeah, him. I like him.
Did you say it like that? Because that would be a dead giveaway. I
No,
like
but
him.
but I think I just chose a guy that is like, I have to have a crush, so let me choose him. And the thing is, it got out that I had a quote unquote crush on these guys, and they made fun of me for the entire until I left school.
It was in elementary school especially. I feel like being a girl and saying anything possibly bad, or like not even bad, saying anything related to feelings automatically made you a target for all of the boys.
And yet there was also this boy in 4th grade who was in our 4th grade class, and he had an unhealthy obsession with me and my friend Eli. And it got downright scary to the point where we were actually like scared for ourselves.
Did they have like a knife or something? What's going on?
I think he threatened us and everything, and he would follow us and like make these threatening remarks. I can't really remember now, but it was genuinely kind of scary because he was like just wanted to quote unquote be with us, but in a very obsessed way.
He wanted to be with you. He wanted to be with your corpse. Let's be real.
Kind of, it felt like that.
He wanted to have your physical body around, but whether or not you were there mentally didn't really matter to him.
Yeah, we were kind of being harassed by this one boy. And I can't look at boys named Jacob anymore the same.
Oh, that's sad. That was one of my first guy crushes. That was one of my first guy crushes.
Back to the original story about my first girlfriend. I remember telling my friend this, like, because I said I had a crush, and this was kind of me calling out for help, I think, in a way, because I was like, I have a crush, and they're like, oh, who is it? And I'm like, they are someone in our class, and they're like, hey.
I know that game too. You play the guessing game because you want to tell someone, but you don't want to say it outright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, and eventually they guessed it, and they guessed, oh, is it so and so? And I'm like, yeah, it is. And that's when it began.
That's when the saga began.
We had code words for these things. But I remember we were at her house for a project, and this I remember specifically because this was the night of the Paris terrorist attacks.
Okay.
Because I remember, I'll explain it, but we were at her house doing a school project. I was mentioning writing like stories and everything, and she was like, and I had mentioned like how, oh yeah, I have this bisexual character and everything like that. And she was like, yeah, I would love it if you would write something for me, but none of that like bisexual stuff. And I remember my heart being crushed when she said that.
Yeah.
That was like heartbreak, because I was like, oh, I see, sort of deal.
None of that gay shit.
Yeah, kind of. That's what it felt like. And I remember I was very dejected the rest of the night. And my mom came to pick me up, and she was like, what's wrong with you? And I remember on the radio they were talking about the Paris terrorist attacks.
The fact that that's committed to a core memory for you because of this all. Wow.
But then like later on, when eventually I did tell her that, hey, yeah, I have a crush on you, and she said, yeah, I have the same crush on you, and I mentioned that, and she's like, yeah, I've been thinking about that too, and I was like, but I remember
That's
after.
what I'm saying. It's like internalized bad feelings towards it all.
She also grew up in a very Christian household. And I remember being so excited about this that I called Andrea up.
Wow.
I didn't know anyone else to talk to, and like I was like, you're a gay role model.
You're a gay model in general.
I was like, I have something exciting to tell you.
Meanwhile, she's just like, oh my gosh, that's so great. And then hangs up the phone.
I know, that's what it feels like. Okay.
Because like, what are you supposed to do with that information?
Also, I had never told her that I was gay either. Because this was after, because she had visited not too long before this, saying like, if you ever need anything, feel free to call me. And I took that to heart. I said, okay, I will. And as soon as something gay happened, I'm like, Andrea.
That's true. Why didn't you call me? We had to have had that talk by that point.
I wonder if this was during the time when we were not talking.
Was it?
It may have been. I don't know.
But yeah. I mean, to be fair, I feel, granted, it's probably because it felt like such a big deal then, but I feel like if anything like that starts happening nowadays, it's much less of a big deal. If anything,
I feel like we try not to tell each other.
Because, well, for multiple, first of all, you save it for the pod. Second of all, because like at the same time, I typically, if I ever had any romantic stuff going on with people, I never wanted to say anything because I never thought they were gonna last. So I didn't want to get your hopes up, or I didn't want to like say something and be like, yeah, we're not doing anything anymore.
See, I would tell you just for the drama of it if something did happen.
Well, I would tell you if there was drama, but if it was just like we went on a date.
No, hold on. You say that, yet there has been drama that you have not told me.
What drama?
I know there's like, you've had ex-boyfriends and stuff has happened and you just never told me about it.
It's not that I've had ex-boyfriends. I've just had people that have not worked out.
You still haven't told me about them.
I've told you about some of them.
I have recollection of maybe one story.
Who? Tell me who.
I don't know the names. I don't know if you ever told me a name, to be honest.
Tell me what the story is. I'll be able to attach a name to it.
It's not a good story.
Not good in what way?
Not Twitch safe.
Okay, then I know who you're talking about. But that's not okay. To be fair, the only reason that I haven't told you about any of the other stuff is because quite literally it was me either going on dates and stuff not working out, or it was stuff that had to do with drama from a very long time ago that I just don't talk about because it's if you want context for it all, I have to explain a lot of context for it all essentially. But I feel like I don't have that many romantic stories in any sense.
You have more than me, that's for sure.
Maybe, but even then it's not that much.
I've had one official relationship and then one situationship, and that's it.
Ide, you can shut up. So can you, Mikey, honestly, because it's not like you two are sharing anything. But yeah, I mean, it's also because I feel like the dating stuff that I've had has just been very boring. The only fun one was the one that I told you about that got spicy, and that wasn't even necessarily the fun part. I feel like that was just part of it.
The way you talked about it was not with enthusiasm.
Well, it didn't end well. It didn't end. None of them ended well. Technically speaking, the first one didn't end well, but I think it ended well overall because I'm still friends with the person.
I know you and Anna have a more interesting sex life than I do.
Oh dear God. Let's not get into that on the pod, shall we? Of all things to not talk about on a Twitch stream in front of people we know. Dear God.
Just saying, you guys talk about it openly in front of me.
I feel like Anna's much more open about it though.
She is.
Because
Don't think I didn't know what you guys were talking about when we were in the car.
Talking about what?
Well, you said, oh, that her mom looked in the bottom drawer or underneath the bed or whatever.
Oh, well, okay, it's fine. And besides, it's fine. You know, one of these days, if we do a dating pod, then I'll get into that drama.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
You know what, Mikey? Will you be a guest on our dating pod? I want to hear your stories. I'll even draw you a chibi. I know I want Hide on the dating pod, obviously. Once something okay, that's the other thing. Can you explain to me what a situationship is? Because I feel like I still don't get what it means.
So for me, it was, I had this giant crush on my best friend, and it was very one-sided, I think, more than anything else, because
like an
I ended up
unrequited love.
Kind of. But we were still really good friends and everything, and I remember asking him to homecoming once, and I did it in a very awkward way, because I asked him, first of all, to take me home. Like, asked him if his mom could take me home.
Uh-huh.
And while we were waiting for his mom, I specifically said, like, you want to go to homecoming with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I said, as a date? And I was like, sure.
If there was a hesitation, then I feel like you should have known.
Well, I think it's because he wasn't expecting it more than anything. But the thing is, we went to homecoming together, and I texted him to us, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. He's like, no, you're fine. And so later we went to homecoming, and he was very, he was actually more touchy-feely than he usually was.
Mm-hmm.
And we, like, took pictures and everything, and he, like, put his arm around me. And it was a very nice night.
And then... I'm waiting for the turn.
And then time went on, and we didn't really do anything. Like, we weren't, like, that touchy at school or anything. Even when we were, like, alone, like, at his house or anything, we weren't very touchy. It kind of just felt like we were still friends, and I eventually had to ask him, like, are we a relationship, or what are we? And he said he didn't know, because he didn't know what he wanted.
Well...
And I said, I still have a crush on you. I like you. So I'm not going to rush you into anything, but just so you know. So the ball was in his court, and he never did anything with it.
So if it sounds like a situationship is essentially a confusing relationship, where is it always like a one-sided thing, or is it just an up in the air sort of deal?
I think it's more up in the air, but it was also a case where there were other people, because we were both in band. There were other people in our band who was like, "Are you guys dating? Because you guys act like you're dating." And it's like, I don't know. I don't know if we're dating.
Then you know what? Funnily enough, the spicy one that I talked about, I guess I could consider that a situationship, if that's what we're going with. But at the same time, comparative to you, I've actually gone on like dates with guys.
I went on a date with my girlfriend, my first girlfriend. We went to go get rolled ice cream. At the mall that's closing down in Merritt Island.
Because no one goes there.
Because no one goes to it. And then I kind of tried to take the second.
You just got a flashback to something you didn't want to remember.
No. So the same year that the entire me asking my friend out to homecoming happened, our homecoming was always in October.
Sure.
And so it was also the first year that we moved. So I was like, you know what? This might be the last year I ever get to go trick-or-treating. So I invited him to go trick-or-treating with me. And the thing is, one of our other friends tried to like say, hey, can I come along? And I messaged her privately. I was like, hey, I was trying to make this a date between us.
Oh no.
It was so, and I'm just like, I wish I would have let her come, because it was just so painfully awkward.
Why would you say that?
I didn't say it to him. I said it to our friend.
Yeah, but even then.
Listen, man, I was desperate. I was having a time.
It's fine. We all live and we learn. That's what being gay is about. Because I feel like, well, automatically, I feel like you can agree to this to multiple extents. But it is much more simple to be a straight person living, thinking about romance in general.
If I was just a straight girl, my life would be simpler.
Exactly. Because you wouldn't need to think about anything. But because you have this additive layer, you have to think about everything.
Not only would I not have to think about anything, but I would also just have to wait for someone else to make the move on me.
It's true. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, it's like so chaotic off in gay boy land because you're like, first of all, is he showing any signs of anything other than full straight? Second of all, is he showing any signs of attraction? Because those two things are mutually exclusive, specific to whether or not they apply. But yeah, it's so stupid. And then don't even get me started on how relationships, dating, and having sex is supposed to be. That is a different demon. But yeah.
I feel like I've had better results with my queer platonic friends online.
In what sense?
More than anything.
Better results? What do you mean?
Like my English friend.
No, but like, what are you talking about results? What results are you talking about?
Just in the sense that we're a lot more open with each other, and we kind of, well, we're like really good friends, but we kind of treat each other like we're a relationship. Like we aren't, like when she was here, we weren't afraid to like cuddle with each other or anything.
To be fair, that isn't even necessarily a relationship exclusive thing, like romantically.
No, I know, but that's why I say queer platonic relationship, because that's kind of
Platonic.
that's kind of a term that I've seen pop up a lot more in queer spaces specifically, where it's like we're not really in a relationship, but we're closer than normal friends, sort of deal.
Well, also, if there's any additive, that's the great and the detriment of being a part of the queer community. It's that automatically, no matter who you are, you're going to get it to some extent. Which I think is what interconnects a bunch of people, to where if you find another gay person or anyone, like whether or not it's the same, or if it's a trans person, or if it's if like anything, you can look at each other and you could probably gravitate towards each other because you're like, I would probably want to be over here compared to over there with the rest of the random people. Which is nice. It's like a lovely little community that knows no bounds. But then you also have to have a good gaydar, which I feel like some gay people do not have.
I think I'm gonna challenge myself this year, in the sense that when, well, this is all depending on me going on the cruise with Dad, because TLDR, my dad's company does a cruise every year, that he can bring a +1, and I'm usually the +1 because my stepmom doesn't like going on the cruises anymore. But specifically, I always see like singles, LGBTQ singles night, like meet and greet.
On the cruise?
On the cruise.
Interesting.
And so I'm gonna challenge myself to go next time.
You see, here's the thing. I feel like you're gonna just find a lot of older people.
We'll see.
Which, you know what? You might find friends that way. You might find friends that you can like talk to about gay stuff with.
You know, maybe I'll find a sugar mommy.
Oh boy. She'll start taking you on cruises all the time.
You know what? I would take it.
Oh god. Whatever. We're ending it now because god, this isn't the dating episode, but it's devolved into that. But anyways,
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. We make candles now, and candles are fun for gay times, right? So get your drowned butter at our store. And you know, I don't know what the stream looks like or how separated it is into how many segments. I don't know if I care. I feel like I don't know. Okay. Hashtag being gay and relatable, you know?
Yep.
No, Hide, you don't get to tell people to go and get out there unless you go and get out there yourself, okay? Anyways, so thank you all for watching when you could. and
Sugar mommy introduced me to them. Thanks.
okay, we're
It's
going.
my sugar mommy eating.
We're gonna go now. we're gonna go. So let's just